Hey, beautiful people. Come along with me as I travel to Oklahoma City and dive into Black cowboy history. I had the chance to interview not only legendary cowboys, but also the next generation of trailblazers who are taking rodeos by storm. The National Black Cowboy Rodeo Awards and Gala is happening today, Saturday, February 1st, 2025 in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I will be interviewing people coming in as nominees and as guests, and I am just so excited. I'm a little bit nervous right here. We've got my, official first red carpet. What's going on, everybody? I am here with the legendary Ronald Stevens, and his legendary status comes from calf roping. So my first question to you is, how long have you been calf roping, to be considered a legend?
Oh, probably about over 50 years.
Over 50 years. How'd you get started in calf roping?
Watching other guys rope, and I used to go to a riding and roundup club, and it made me want to do it.
And it made you want to do it. And they just let you come on in and try it, or?
I just started practicing with older guys, and they helped me out, and finally I learned how to train a horse and got a horse. And first time I was in high school and won some big money, I was hooked.
Do you remember how much that first amount was?
I won $156. I won second place, and I skipped football practice to go to the rodeo.
Okay, so how did you develop your signature roping style?
Watching older people rope, guys that showed me little things and stuff. They've been a big help in my life. Nelson Jackson, a bunch of guys that let me come to the house, and Emmett Perkins, and they just took me places, and I watched it, and I just picked it up, and Cedric Haynes was a good help to me.
So what's the best advice that another roper gave you?
Best advice he told me, keep a good horse, take care of your animal, and always watch your start.
And always watch him start. When did you know you had what it takes to compete at your level to become a legend?
When I went to the skip football practice and went to the rodeo.
That was the one.
Because my coach told me, he said, you can't play in the game because you skip practice. So he said, you're gonna quit or you're gonna play football, you're gonna be a cowboy. I said, I'll be a cowboy, but I'm not a quitter. I'm gonna finish this year, but next year I'm gonna be a cowboy.
And next year you're gonna be a cowboy. We love it. I'm from DC actually, and I am just loving being in the building and witnessing literally Black history in front of me right now. So how do you feel about, after all these years, because you've been roping for about 50 years now, right? But this is only the second year that they've had this gala for you guys, right? So how do you feel to see this come alive?
Hey, I love it because it's something that should have happened a long time ago.
Yes.
But we got to pat our own self on the back to get somewhere to show it so everybody else can see it. So we have to make sure what history we have.
Absolutely, and that's why I came all this far to see you guys and meet you guys. You look so nice. And thank you for interviewing with me. Do you have anything that you want to say to anyone?
Just tell them I'm from the DNR Ranch, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate you very much. Thank you.
My name is Abe Morris. I'm originally from Woodstown, New Jersey. Got started at Cowtown Rodeo. I'm the first Black cowboy to be certified as a PRCA, Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association announcer that allowed me to announce professional rodeos.
That allowed you to announce professional rodeos. And so, how long have you been doing that?
I got my announcer's card in 1982, and I announced Cheyenne Frontier Days for 8 years for Fox Sports and Prime Sports. The first time I announced Cheyenne Frontier Days, I interviewed a cowboy in 1987 world champion bull rider Lane Foss on camera. I was the last person to interview him on camera because he got killed that day. I cried like a little baby.
Oh my goodness, that's devastating. So how do you deal with something like that? How do you deal with something like that?
It was hard. I mean, after that, I've been riding bulls for several years. I was terrified to get on another bucking bull. I mean, absolutely terrified. I never told anybody, but deep down inside, I was scared. I couldn't wait till the rodeo was over when I was like, okay, you survived.
Right. So for everyone that doesn't know, when someone gets injured, and in this case, unfortunately, passes away, what happens with the rodeo? Do they shut it down? Do they keep going? Or what do they do?
Well, they actually kept going. We didn't really know how serious his injuries were. I knew it was serious, though, just watching when Lane got off and that bull hit him and stuff, and he got up and he started waving for somebody to come help him, and then he fell over and he collapsed. I knew it was very serious. I didn't know. I was just holding my my emotions and my breath and all that, and I was just hoping he would survive, but I didn't find out for sure until about maybe 2 hours later that he had passed away.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. What do you have to say to any upcoming people that want to be cowboys or cowgirls? Like, what inspiration do you have for the next generation?
I had a lot of support. My cousins, my older cousins, Willie Ed, Jimmy Lee, Gene Walker, got me started in Cowtown Rodeo, and that's how I got started. But I had all the encouragement, all the support. Now that my rodeo career is over, I sat down, I wrote a book about my career called My Cowboy Hat Still Fits. I want to help. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, tell them also, I'm sorry not to cut you off, tell them where they can find your book.
I have a website. I have two websites. One of them is abemaurice.com. My other website is Cowboy Shootout Cookies. I bake cookies, and the Cowboys love them, and I hope someday, I tell people I want to become more famous than Amos, but the other thing I also say, and I came up with my own saying, I say, at the stage that I'm going right now, I'm pretty sure for the rest of my life, I'm going to make a lot of dough.
What a way to have words. You have a way with words. I want to say thank you so much for speaking with me.
Sure. Thank you
and
very much.
I look forward to seeing you next year.
I hope so. I hope I'm here every year.
Yes.
All right,
Thank you so much.
Black Rodeo USA, huh?
Yes.
Are you with them?
No, I'm with the Bella Collective. It's my own agency. So
Okay.
I flew out here from D.C.
Oh, wow.
So I said, I have to get out there. I saw it on Instagram.
Okay.
I said, no, I have to go see my people and
Okay.
what they're about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the Maryland area, right?
Oh, yeah.
We have an equestrian center because Bill Pickett comes out there all the time.
Right.
So my aunts and mom used to always take us to the Black Rodeo. So, and then we also have, the equestrian center there. But a lot of people ride horses in the city. Baltimore, Maryland, they ride their horses, and I've always been interested. So,
If you're in Maryland, there's a family that lives in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, the Jacksons.
Okay.
Okay, you need to look them up.
I do because I'm from Upper Marlboro.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. PG County.
You need to look him up.
Okay.
This kid is only 17. He just turned 17. He is a riding machine. I think he'll be one of the first Cowboys again. Well, we've only had 8 qualifiers in the bull riding at the National Finals Rodeo. Nick Jackson, in my opinion, will make the National Finals Rodeo. He's actually a 2-time junior champion. Like, I watched him ride last month, December, in Las Vegas, and he's won the World Championship twice. And another time he was second.
At 17.
At 17. At 13, he was a junior bull world champion bull rider. Then another year later or whatever, he was second. But this year, at age 16, now he's 17, he won the world championship. That's twice now he's won the world championship. He's only 17 years old.
That's amazing. Coming from Prince George's County, Maryland, I told y'all we breed the best, literally, in Maryland and out of Maryland. Again, thank you for that information, and I'm going to check it out.
Okay, well, the whole family competes in rodeos.
Oh, the whole family?
Yeah, they have a father, they have 5 kids, they have Nick, they have twin girls that are probably about 14 now, but they're ropers, barrel racers, and all that stuff. And I have to say this too, because I have really good connections with Wrangler Western Wear, and I got Wrangler to support them and sponsor them.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, maybe, next year I could have me a full get-up of some Wrangler. We'll see, right? Okay.
I'll put you on my list.
Yeah, put me on the list.
Okay.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Yeah, thank you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well.
My name is Maurice. They also call me, the younger guys call me Mo Better. And they call me Mo Better because I'm so old and I'm still roping calves.
Okay. And you better than everybody else?
No, I wouldn't say that.
All right.
But I'm better.
But you better, okay. So, how long have you been rope calving?
I started my career roping calves back in 1982. And the first rodeo I ever attended in my life was in 84 when they started the Bill Pickett Invitational Rodeo. And that was a rodeo that traveled across the country trying to educate people on the history of the black cowboy, because the only cowboys we ever saw on TV was white, European, Lone Ranger, Cisco Kid. Later on in life, found out about Bass Reeves, Nat Love, and a lot more other. And one of my female cowgirls that I admire so much was Stagecoach Mary Field. But I could tell you about her later.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure we talk about her too. So, what is the best advice another roper that was bringing you up gave you?
Well, the guy that brought me up, a guy by the name of Henry Lewis, and he told me that in order to compete in this arena, you have to have a lot of dedication. You got to have the will to practice, and you send the practice pen all the time. But also, you need to be a good citizen and represent your race well.
Hello, you hear that? When did you know you had it to actually go out there and compete? Like, when did you know? What was the turning moment that said, yeah, I'm going out here?
Well, the turning moment was really my first rodeo in 1984 with the Bill Pickett Invitational Rodeo. Yeah, that was the defining moment for me, and I never saw so many black cowboys. In fact, I had the audacity to think that I was the only black cowboy until we started Bill Pickett Rodeo back in 1984. They brought it to Denver, Colorado. And it was about 100 or maybe 200 cowboys and cowgirls that came. And it was just a joy to see and to know that I'm not the only one out there.
And so that's where you're from, Denver?
Well, I'm from Mississippi, but I got to Denver by way of Vietnam. Okay, after I finished my term in Vietnam, I had to go to Denver. I had some issues, and they had the 5th Simmons Army Medical Center there, and they sent me there.
Okay, what part of Mississippi?
Greenwood,
Mississippi. Okay. So my family is from Jackson, so they're down in Jackson.
I know exactly where you at.
They're Bracy's.
Just what, maybe 75 miles just south of Greenwood?
Listen, oh my goodness. So my next question to you. So you did have that nice Bill Pickett rodeo jacket on, right?
Yeah.
And so I used to go to the Bill Pickett in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. So when they came out to Maryland, they used to go out there. And it's sold out right now.
Donnie.
Yeah.
We all, the one we had in Upper Marlboro, well, it still is the finals rodeo. Okay, and they take the top contestants to compete in that rodeo. And we all started that back about some 30, I think it was 39 years ago. Okay, because that's where we always had the finals.
Right. My next and final question for you, unfortunately, because you said you don't talk a lot, is this: you've been roping for about 40 some odd years, right? 40, 50 years, because you said 82, 84-ish, right? So my question to you, with this being the second annual, right? How do you feel seeing this come? How do you feel getting nominated? How does it feel to you?
Oh my God, I am so flattered and honored that I was nominated.
Yeah.
And the first time I came, well, the first event I was here, okay?
Yeah.
And this is like a reunion of all of us. Most of us haven't seen each other in 40 years, almost, okay? And it was just such a joy, just like a big family reunion, and the love is still there. And that's what I appreciate more, that people never forget. We don't see each other all the time, but when we do see each other, it's a lot of love there.
I saw that as you came into the hotel the other day. I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for talking to me, because you said you don't like talking. But I really appreciate you, and it's an honor being in your presence.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I'm standing here with Ramone Jackson. He is a
stock contractor.
And he said there's only 2 of them. And so if you can look at the camera and tell everybody exactly what you do.
Well, it's basically, there's the Latin family, my family, Jackson family, and the Gilder family. Actually, there's about 3 of us. But what I do, I provide stock for rodeo events across the U.S. Bulls, horses, calves, steers. Secretary, I can do the whole entire, from the top to the bottom.
From the top to the bottom. So you'll be actually in Upper Marlboro soon, in Maryland. You're going to the...
This past year.
You was there this past year, because that's where I'm from, Upper Marlboro. So yeah, I saw, he's in D.C.? He's doing...
Hey, who? My son? He works at the White House.
Oh, he works at the White House. That's amazing. That's what's up. Okay, so my next question to you is, you've been in your field for a very long time. You've been a cowboy for a long time, right? So with this being the second annual, to recognize your own, being recognized by your own, right? How do you feel to see everybody come together? How do you feel to see this finally come together?
I feel as though it's a great event. It's overdue.
It is.
Yes, we as black cowboys, you got the name cowboy from blackness, right?
Correct.
You know the history of it.
I do, because it was supposed to be derogatory. And like anything else, we take it and make it our own and become great at it.
Exactly. So to see this it gives me comfort to know that for the younger generations coming up, hopefully they're paying attention to this, and maybe we'll start to get some of them to actually come here and participate as well, so they can meet the legends, And I grew up, I don't know if you earlier, I actually had you move out the way, right? Because I brought up all the guys that I grew up under to take a picture.
Yes.
So yeah, I think this is great. I feel as though the cowboy community as a whole needs to come together more often because it's just like everything that we do as a people. We need to come together. If we were as one, we could do a whole lot of things. Not just rodeo, but just I can't even come up with a word to say, but there's nothing we can't do.
Correct. Yeah. Absolutely. So my next question to you is, if someone wanted to do what you do, how do you pull them in, or what do you suggest that they do to get into your position to be able to travel the nation doing what you do?
Well, first of all, if you don't have a good income already,
right?
I would say we don't get the sponsorship that most people get. Okay, I drive a nice truck, I have a nice trailer, but I also went to school. I have education, I have 2 degrees. By trade, I'm a pharmaceutical sales rep, legally,
Yeah.
So I'm in and out of doctor's office every day. So I would say to the young kids coming up, if they want to do something like this, get your education, one, and stay focused on whatever it is you want to do. And like I said earlier, there's nothing we can't do. You just have to have the determination and the willpower to go out and do it. But first of all, there's one word, patience. You have to be patient, because if it's meant for you, it'll happen.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So he said money and patience is how you become a, what is it called again? I'm sorry.
I'm a stock contractor.
A stock contractor.
It comes along with anything in life. You just have to be patient and focused on whatever it is you want out of life, and you can get it.
So those are gems, not just for being a legend and being a cowboy, but those are life gems that he just dropped. So y'all got to pay attention to what he's saying and what everybody else is in here is saying. There's plenty and a lot of years and a lot of wisdom in this building.
Yes. And remember that, not all money is good money. Yeah.
That I live by that one too. And not every contract is good, and exactly. We don't even have to get into that on camera, but yep.
My mom always said that it's better to be a has-been than a never was.
Hello. Okay, shout out to Mama. I just want to say thank you for letting me interview you.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you here next year, but if in Upper Marlboro I get a chance, because it's sold out. It's sold out in like minutes. You'll be there? All right, I'm going to pull up on y'all.
First rodeo, Bill Pickett in Fort Worth at the Stockyard in February.
Okay.
I'll stop there for that. I'll provide the animals, yes.
He provides the animals, y'all. And let me ask you this. On the what's your highest animal that you have right now? What's the price?
Well, I would say this, that I've had animals to perform, I should say buck, at the National Final Rodeo in Vegas. That's a high stage. I've also had bulls to make the PBR finals, things of that nature. But I would say, at this time I have a bull that went to Vegas twice. Last year and this year, a friend of mine is hauling them around for me. But I would say for us as a people, what I said earlier about being focused and patient, our turn will come. I've had animals, like you said, high on the scale, high on the scale of performance animals that I would have to allow my white counterparts to haul to events.
To be the face.
Yes.
To get that money, that other money.
Exactly. And I would have to, and that's where the patience come in. Because even though it may not have your name on it up front, everybody knows in the back where that animal came from. So I've been in that situation, and I'll probably continue to be in situations like that, but that's where the patience come in. And as for money, hey, eventually I'll sell that animal.
I heard you loud and clear. Loud and clear. I heard it with that answer. Again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice meeting
Nice
you.
meeting you as well. So are you the one that does the interviews real big?
No. I need to.
You guys kind of resemble a little bit.
No, not. This is my first time here, first time doing all of this, so.
She's here too.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
She might have been in all black, because she's.
Facial features.
Ah, okay. No.
She's on
If you see.
stage last night?
No.
Okay, so I thought you were her.
Oh, no, that wasn't me.
Yeah. So, yeah, y'all was here. Yeah.
Well, she must be cute.
All black women are cute.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, my name is Don Stevens. From Tulsa, Oklahoma. We live in Bristol, Oklahoma now. I used to calf rope, steer wrestle. We trained horses. Me and my twin brother, Ronald. We had the brand, DNR brand. We had the ranch in Tulsa. We did jackpots and stuff. We used to promote rodeos also.
Awesome. So, what inspired you to take up steer wrestling?
I needed another event. I saw guys working 2 events, and I thought it'd be something I could do. And I had a guy that was 2-time world champion, and I got to practice with Clarence and Ken LeBlanc. That's how I learned my skills and got sharp at it.
That's amazing. So, you learn from amazing people to become amazing as well.
Yes, I did. I learned from other guys that were world champion, and I taught a lot of other guys behind me also how to steer wrestle.
So, what are some of your biggest accomplishments? Like, what are some of your biggest awards or winnings?
We started going to Bill Pickens when we first started doing the rodeos. Won all around in Oakland one year. Won the calf rope and steer wrestling there at the event. And won all around. My deal was trying to place in both my events, and I went. And the D7 Road in LA, I won the rope and bulldog and placed them before. So every time I competed and won both events, I was happy.
I understand that. Okay. So, what is the most challenging aspect that fans don't see about any category that you're in or the rodeo? Like, it looks fun, but what's the most challenging part about actually learning how to do what you do?
Really learning your skill, putting your time in the practice pen, and the travel between rodeos is a lot of work in between to prepare yourself, get ready to prepare to rodeo and traveling. So it's a lot behind the scenes you don't see.
Right. So you said you wanted to keep it short and sweet, right? So you've been in the rodeo industry for a very long time, but this is the second annual, right, awards and gala for Black Cowboys. I just want you to describe your feelings about finally being recognized, being able to see your friends and your colleagues in the entire industry be recognized.
This is something I think is great effort, great event, long time coming. I was on it last year. I also was a speaker last year at the program. So it's like, to me, it was like a class reunion. I got to see guys I haven't rode with in years, over 20 years, old guys I haven't seen, and it was just great to see them again, like seeing family again.
Well, I want to thank you again for taking the time out to speak to me. Do you have anything else you want to say to anybody up and coming?
Well, all the upcoming guys, keep grinding, keep working hard. It's a business. It's not all fun. It is a business. Treat it as a business.
Treat it as a business. Take it serious. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
My name is Demetra Landry-Durst, and my dad's name is Frank Joseph Landry.
Frank Joseph Landry. And what is the legendary story behind your father?
He was a bull rider. He was a cowboy from a long time. He started before I was even born. So, we do rodeos and stuff, but I think by the time I got a little older, he had kind of probably got a little beaten up, and he kind of retired.
Have you ever been to a rodeo and you saw your father get injured, or was he just great at what he did?
He was great at what he did. I haven't ever witnessed him getting injured or anything like that.
That's a blessing.
That's a blessing, yeah, it really is. And for him to be as active as he still is with the horses and the trail rides, he lived for it, but yeah.
So tell me how it was like growing up in the rodeo. Did you travel? Did you take care of any of the animals?
I didn't take care of any animals, but we did a lot of traveling and we did a lot of trail rides. We're still doing a lot of stuff now around the rodeo and cowboy arena. Okay, so where do you do trail rides, and tell everybody, like, what do you host and what actually do you do around the rodeo to keep it going? Well, now we have the younger kids that's in school. They do the sheep herding, they do the barrel racing, they do the cows, where they raise them and they bring them to the livestock show and rodeo. So we're from Texas. So in Texas, we do trail rides from Beaumont to China, Texas, to Houston, Texas, all over Texas, statewide.
And so you flew in for this event?
No, I drove.
You drove? How far was the drive?
Well, from Houston, it's 8 hours, but I went to my son who lives in Dallas, and we got up this morning, and we 3 hours here.
3 hours there. Oh, that wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad.
You look beautiful.
Well, thank you. I do my best.
And I just want to say thank you for giving back to the younger generations. And I need an invite to some trail rides.
Okay. I'll keep you posted, Bella.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm here and I'm just amazed by everything that's going on. The energy is great. Is there anything that you want to say to everybody just about cowboys and rodeos before you go?
What I want to say is just not only about cowboys and rodeos. What I want to say is that it's very important that we honor those we are connected to and don't let small things stop you from being a part of individuals' lives, because people is what matter the most. And with today being my dad's 80th birthday, you know what I mean? And so for all of his children and grandchildren to be here, it's priceless.
Priceless. Thank
and my sons get to witness this.
And it's literally history, y'all. This is Black History right now in the making. In Black History Month, it's the first day.
Yeah, he made 80 years old today, and he's getting inducted into the Black Cowboy Hall of Fame. How awesome is that?
That's amazing to witness that.
Yeah, to be a part of history.
Literally, Black history. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all. I am standing here with Video Hero, and he is a part of this amazing event that puts everything together. Jay, just tell us how you feeling today. It's the first day of Black History Month, right? We have literally legends on legends in the building, right? So just tell me how you feeling about being able to pull all of this together.
Man, it's just good energy. We got beautiful volunteers, beautiful media. It just all come together at once. Last year, it was us three. We didn't have much help. This year we got a whole team, and it's just coming together beautifully. And I thank you.
It is, and I was telling everybody, like, they're like, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'm from DC. Like, I'm from Maryland, but the DC side, right? Not Baltimore."
Do y'all have rodeo out there?
So actually, where I'm from Upper Marlboro. So that's the countryside. But that's where Bill Pickett Rodeo comes from. So when I was younger, my family, my mom and my aunt used to take all of us to the rodeo because there's like, it's the Black Rodeo, we gotta go, right? So in the town of Upper Marlboro, people have horses. They have horse neighborhoods, right, where they actually have all of the stuff where you can ride your horses. And also in Baltimore, and so what I actually learned from one of the legends today, there's a family of Jacksons, and the son is 17, and he is winning a lot of bull riding right now. Yeah, so
right now, and like that's why I'm glad you're here, because you're from an area that's not. I didn't know rodeo really, but when you said Marlboro, it makes a whole bunch of sense. Yeah. Let me ask you this: what are you seeing all these black cowboys? What is your first thought of Oklahoma in itself? Because I see you ride around. Be honest.
So Oklahoma's very flat.
Yeah, very flat.
And I said, I know this might be a little insensitive. I said, I see how those tornadoes be tearing stuff up because it's so flat. Also, it was just shocking to see downtown very empty last night, right? So it was just, that's it. But other than that, the people that I've encountered have been amazing. You guys have been amazing, and I'm not just saying that because, but
we all nice people. Oklahoma's known for being nice.
Yes.
We're respectful. I put it like that. We're respectful. We're not nice. We're respectful until
until it's time to do some other things. Right. So this is your second year. What do you want to see? How do you want to see this grow? So let me ask you this question, right? So I came to the museum yesterday for some B-roll stuff and also just to learn. We're having this event here, right? So in my mind, I said, there are all these white cowboys in this museum, but we're having our event here. And when are we gonna have our people's statues? When are we gonna have a section just for the black cowboys? So what are you doing with the association to try to get us in here, and or through the state funding our own museum?
It's interesting you said that. You are out of town and you noticed that, and that's something that we've been fighting for the longest. And you know, Oklahoma is still a red state at the end of the day. It's a red state. We're working on it. And stuff like this is, we keep being undeniable. At some point, they gotta, you know what I'm saying? So they gotta acquiesce to what we ask. Cause Danell Tipton, the other, you know, you met Danell. He's a '95 rodeo champion. He won it all at the highest level. He's nowhere featured in this museum, and he's from Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? So that's stuff we're dealing with right now. But we're gonna work through it. We're gonna work through it.
Yes, that's what I said. Y'all, I'm not even from here. I said, oh, it's got to be a little change. I said, the reason why, because we're giving them the money to do this. They're taking our money, but nobody's in this museum. So it's going to be some change. I'm going to be back every year that you have this. And we are definitely locked in. I have fun. I appreciate you. Is there anything that you want to say to people that are not from here, that are not familiar with Cowboys, on how to get them out here? Because before you answer, y'all, this is sold out. And it sold out early, and not only did it sell out, they had to get multiple hotels simply because so many people wanted to come in. I've talked to people from Vegas, I've talked to people from Jersey, you know, I'm from Maryland, and it's just amazing. But what do you want to tell to everybody to get people from other states here next year?
If you can, just come to a rodeo. I think you come to a black rodeo here, you will be blown away. You'll fall in love. You'll go to the Langston's or Boot Barn to go get you some boots the next day. I guarantee you, it's infectious. This whole culture is infectious. We just low key, we chilling, we mind our own business. We just rodeo. That's it. Oklahoma is not known for nothing else. We rodeo. If you want to know that, this is home of the black cowboy. Honestly, I say that, home of the black cowboy.
It is. Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate you and your wife.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
My name is Horton. I'm a young bull rider. I've been riding since 2018. I won Rookie of the Year not too long ago, last year. Then I'm a two-time champion in the RCA. I'm on my way to the PBR. I got my guys with me, Jimmy, Kent. Can't forget about Jay, man. We just coming up in life, so yeah.
I don't want to mess up your way. Can y'all tip your hats back a little bit?
I got you.
I just want to see you on camera.
Yeah.
You said, it's okay. You said you've been bull riding since 2018. So what's your pre-ride ritual or your song that gets you into the zone that you're going to go out there and know that you're about to do the best?
The main thing, I don't even listen to music, I pray. I call my mom and we pray. That's the main thing. If I don't pray, I'm not going to do good. If I listen to music, I'm going to do like trash. So it's just better to pray, read the scripture, and get up there and do what I'm supposed to do. Like, I can't think about nothing else. Once I'm in that shoot, it's game time. Like, can't laugh, can't be playing. Because whatever you put out, that's what you're going to receive. So, that's how it is.
Absolutely. And what's the furthest you've traveled doing bull riding?
Probably California. Between California and Oregon, it might be Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are you looking forward to any upcoming rodeos or trying to win something? Like, how do you do your winnings? Like, y'all win big money? Is it okay for you to share the largest amount that you won?
I say the largest amount I done won so far, like 6,000. I want to say.
That's amazing.
My name is Jimmy Jones. I've been bull riding now about 4 years. Originally from Mississippi, backwoods, Edwards, Mississippi. Represented Jackson though. So.
All right. So I'm gonna ask a few of the same questions, but do you have a song or a ritual that gets you into the zone to go out there and bull ride?
I pray, but I won't lie to you. Nuck if you buck. I don't know why. I'm about to ride a bull. Nuck if you buck.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just get me in that mode, so I feel good when I go out there.
That one gets you in the zone. So do you have a particular bull so far in your career that's taught you the most memorable lesson?
Yeah, I got one bull. We had him at the practice pen named Tux and stuff, big old black and white one, got a big old white stripe down his back. Main lesson he taught me is to get off my butt and stuff, so yeah, he done thrown me a couple of times, and finally I got qualified on it one time, but that's the best lessons I got from him.
That's what's up. And so because I've been talking to the old heads, y'all are the next generation, and so you're gonna have to eventually pass this down to the younger generation. So what do you have for the youngins that want to be a bull rider? What do you want to say to them?
Well, I tell the same thing I tell my students and stuff. When I ain't bull rider, I'm a teacher on the side. So the same thing I tell my students. You look forward towards the future, but you also got to recognize your past and give great appreciation to it. Faith without works is dead. You ain't going to put no work in and you ain't got no faith in yourself and ain't got no faith in God, you're going to easily fall wayside. But we always say give a hats off to the old heads, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to be here to pave the way. So we carry ourselves in a very good professional manner. Though we Cowboys and Cowboys, we try to carry ourselves better.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. You look very nice. What animal is that on your feet?
I don't know. It's an animal.
They look nice though. They look nice.
When they sent me in the mail, I was like,
okay, listen.
Oh yeah.
We love a good sponsorship.
Yes, we do. Yeah. I need more.
Who you want to work with?
Shoot. I want to work with Wrangler, Boots and Mo, Area. Shoot, whoever want to pay me, I can't say certain things.
No, because all money not.
Things I want to work with.
But those ones right there.
But nah, anybody who want to just be a blessing in my life and stuff, any money that come in, it'd be able to help me further my career in it, but also it'd be money I can put back towards my community, bringing in the next generation. So that's the main thing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for talking to me. So right now we have a ranch bronc rider. He said he is the number one. Okay, tell us how you got to be number one.
All right, I got to be number one because in the past 4 years, I've been like one of the top ranked ranch bronc riders, man, having a lot of guys behind me that want to get into it. So I've been having a lot of guys on my team behind me. That's I've been teaching them, training them. I wouldn't say necessarily training them. I wouldn't necessarily say training them, but got a lot of guys that I've been an influence to a lot of younger guys that want to do it. So yeah. I'm always winning too.
So you were talking. You told us you were number one. What's your name? Say it.
I'm Kent Hall from a small town, Gainesville, Alabama, and I've been ranch bronc riding since 2016, and I've been one of the top riders, like I said, for the past few years.
And so y'all are out there for about eight seconds, or how long you out there?
That's what they call me, Mr. 8 Seconds.
Mr. 8 Seconds. So during those 8 seconds, because it's very fast, what's going through your mind?
Me, when I'm riding broncs, that's my peace and my happiness. Like I tell younger guys, man, you got to be happy. You got to be happy doing what you love. And me, I'm happy doing what I love because I grew up doing it. And it's one thing to love what you're doing and to get paid doing it.
Hello, right?
Yeah, right.
Exactly. All right. So, last question for you. We're out here. What would you tell the young riders? Same questions, basically all around. What you gonna tell the young riders looking up to you? What to do?
To all the younger guys, man, they're looking up to me. My thing to y'all from me is be true to it. Don't just do it because you see your friends doing it, anyone else doing it, man. Like me, I started because this is my passion. This is what I love to do. I've been training horses since 8 years old, and I started in 2016. So stay true to it, man. Hey, do what you love and love doing what you're doing. So rodeoing is my peace, is my happiness. So y'all boys just, stay true to it, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You look nice as well. Do you have any sponsors you looking for? Because listen, this going on YouTube. I'm putting it everywhere. So if they see it, they see it. You never know who's going to reach out to you.
All right. My biggest sponsors I would love to have for as jeans would be Wrangler, Ariat, Rock Revolvers, and pretty much that's Wrangler, man. Yeah. And for as energy drinks, I love energy drinks. So Prime and Monster.
That was a good one right there. Yeah. Good plugs. Thank you. All right, y'all. We are standing here with Jalen. He is the storyteller, the rodeo announcer. And tell everyone how long you've been doing it and how you got into doing what you do.
Well, actually, I've been rodeoing for a little bit over 15 years, but I've been announcing rodeo about 10 years. And a lot of these guys that you see standing right here, I see them just about every other weekend. We go up and down the road, and it's always good, just family. That's what it is. That's what it's about.
When you're announcing, right, and you've got a crucial 8 seconds, how do you play that in your mind?
Well, you know, by knowing the Cowboy, doing your research, and like my main man Kent, I've been knowing this guy for so many years, and we used to compete together, and it was like we just begot this relationship, so I know what he's going to do. You know, my job is to hype him up so he can make a good 8-second ride, as well as hype the crowd up to give him the energy to get that 8-second, and at the end, once that horn go off, I can holler, hey, there go my main man, Mr. 8-second, Ken Hall. And I told you at the beginning before he started riding, now look what he did. He putting on the show just for you guys.
That's amazing. I love how you just came up with that real quick, right? You got to hype up the crowd, you got to hype up, and letting everyone know you have to do your research. You have to know your Cowboys. You have to know the people. So do you have anything that you want to say to anybody? Because becoming an announcer is something that we need as well. So what would you say to any people, I don't want to just say kids, and what would you say to people that want to get into your position?
I would say do it. And, you know, not being racial or anything, but we need a lot of more black rodeo announcers. We don't have many. And so what I try to do is, like when I go out to these different rodeos, I try to vlog, put it on YouTube, and let the kids know, or people who want to do this know that, hey, you can do it. There's many of us out here, so you can do it. That's what I try to do.
So have you tried going to like any journalism schools, or what have you done to try to pull people into your position?
I don't do any journalism. It's just basically social media. Social media is getting so big. TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, all that's getting big. That's how I reach out to my people. And then, you know, I'm always going from city to city, town to town. And so every time I meet somebody, I be like, hey, you that guy for TikTok. And that's how I get into it.
Absolutely. Are any of you guys going to be in Maryland for the Bill Pickett Rodeo? You are? Because that's where I'm from. I'm from Maryland. I'm from Upper Marlboro. So I'm going to have to get your information.
I just won Rookie of the Year in Maryland and second place in average.
Okay. All right. And you going to be out there as well?
It's my first time. Yeah, I'm just joining Bill Pickett this year, so it's going to be my first time.
Okay.
Same for me.
Okay, well, I look forward to seeing y'all out there, and thank y'all for taking your time to speak with me this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. See y'all inside.
We got to
And that's a wrap on my time at the 2025 National Black Cowboy and Rodeo Awards in Gala. I'm excited to share that I've been invited back for the 2026 awards. And trust me, it's going to be bigger, better, and with a whole lot more creative direction. I can't wait to bring you even more of this incredible culture next year.